Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. I'm fresh out the box.
Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Round Publishing. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Johannanan.
It's me, Casualty, CDG co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and also Fresh Out the Podcast. That's a podcast where Jahan and I talk about movies, streaming shows, video games, plus Drew is there. Not that that's anything to get excited about, but it is a thing. But tonight it's Thursday, where we play our favorite age game from Green Ronin, and I'll be reprising my role as Cedric, the Appraiser of Koath.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbin. I am reprising my role as the Drakish, Orcish envoy of the Nagami tribe, Harzar Steelflame.
And it is I, Aaron Bombier, half of the Adventure Sling production team and half of the Adventure Sling podcast, where we talk about stuff. But anyway, tonight I am here back as Temo Bap, the bodyguard to Harzar Steelflame and slightly demonic badass.
Slightly.
Just slightly.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Keon. I make the music here, and I'm reprising my role as Alduina, the Githyanki Sorlock, currently romancing Shadowheart in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3. For this game, I am Morgisgeen, a human necromancer. Yeah.
Nice. Hazar, Cedric, Temo, Bap have all been booned. What's up, Vamp?
Okay, fuck you guys then.
You're getting yours eventually. Like,
Oh,
maybe
yeah, I
not
guess.
now, because you said something, but, you know, we kept it on the down low, then fucking say
Wow.
the afterward.
Wow, Vampire, that's how you're gonna do me?
Oh, there you go. Arduino.
I'll take it.
I'm going to use you to program robots. No one.
Hey, does that mean you get to get
No,
advantage
it's-
during Baldur's Gate? You just have to program it in now.
Oh, okay, you
Yeah,
get the joke.
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's...
Arduino's a programming thing. So, hey, everybody. I got thrown off. Did anybody else have an internet hiccup?
Hey, I give that joke a C++.
Oh, get away with you. That's basic.
Ooh, he's got it. He's got it. HTTP
Gary, like-
my
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
off. No.
And then Corbinian zinged him back. He told him it was basic.
Oh, was that a joke
Basic
too?
is
I didn't even
programming
know.
language.
Yeah, you would have gotten that joke, but you have MS, DOS.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh yeah, well 00011101110.
And dude, that's messed up, bro. I don't even want to play if he's gonna act like that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get over you made fun of have multiple sclerosis. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I did. You see what I did there? Is I really dunked on it. I went around behind my back and did a slam dunk on this.
Well, Gary actually kind of let it out a little bit early, but I have something to announce. I've been dealing with some medical.
Shut up, yeah. All right, everybody. So, no one has MS.
That's not true. Not no one.
No one here has MS.
It's a very serious thing, Jahan.
Last time on Fantasy
Good job,
Age,
buddy.
the you four shits were diving deep into a forgotten dwarven stronghold. You encountered the undead remnants of those who lived here before and discovered there's some sort of mystery as to how everyone here died. You're starting to pick up a lot of the clues, though, as you enter the throne room. You see a beam of light coming from outside while you're deep underground here. There is a hole in the ceiling that punctures the wall to the throne room, and that goes through the floor of the throne room. When you enter the actual physical throne room, you look to the right, the entire ground is just destroyed, all the way up to where the throne actually sits in the middle of the room. On the other side of the not destroyed throne side, there is a large arcane golem of some kind that your wizard has declared is magical. And behind all of that, there is a large vault door. On the ground, there are writhing black tendrils that you have been encountering here that seem to be coming from underground. I've been booned, so that's upsetting for you guys.
Nice.
Just in time for the boss battle.
Yeah, this is a bad time to do that.
A mystery call Scooby-Doo.
Persuasion battle, let's go.
Persuasion. So, as one of you entered the throne room, I think it was Cedric. He starts creeping his way along. As he's stepping on these black tendrils, something deep in the destroyed throne room rumbles. Noise is heard.
Didn't the floor open up or something like that?
Yeah, something is coming from the giant hole in the floor. You can hear a lot of movement. You hear rocks shifting. You hear a sound of rushing as something's moving from within. That's where we pick up. What are you guys doing?
I am going to continue my stealthiest slow stealth approach through this dark room towards the throne. I'm trying to make as little noise as possible. Even if this creature comes into the room, I'm not convinced it's going to kill me until it comes at me. So no reason to panic yet.
Oh, where are you going?
Towards, I believe we were, when Keon's character last session spoke to the dead, I believe he said there was something like behind the throne, beyond the throne, right?
Yeah, you can see a large iron door behind the throne. It seems to be
the
a
goal,
vault door.
that iron door. That's the target right there.
You head back that way. You make it past the throne.
And I'm going to text you guys real quick. Do you guys have WD-40 on you just in case this door is real squeaky? That way I can communicate quietly with you guys. See if you have any WD-40 we're always talking about.
I have some fantasy WD-40.
I wonder if I do.
Doesn't your... Please tell me your character has oil.
That would be awesome.
Thieveryism. My Quest for Glory thief mindset.
What?
Have oil all the time.
By the way, are we back at full health and magic points or no?
No, you are exactly where we left.
Exactly the same. I figured.
Yeah, we at most we had a short rest. I think we had a 5-minute breather.
Yeah, there's no way.
Because I remember we got back some of our health and some of your mana, but not all of it.
Okay.
I actually do have blade oil. Turns out.
You know, that's a pretty good idea. I'll come back for the blade oil. That's smart enough.
You can just take it. You don't have to
Boom,
come back.
cool. There's an iron door. We're going to need this blade oil. Thanks for the blade oil.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like someone has advantage on that lockpicking.
You attempt to put the blade oil on the door, but it slides right off as it is not a blade. No, I'm just...
That's some Sierra logic there.
You have to have door oil, jackass.
Oh, you need door oil? Why didn't you say you need door oil? I got door oil.
Yeah, my character before he was a necromancer was a door-to-door door salesman.
Yeah, it's me,
Selling
Morgus
door to
door.
door.
Yeah.
It didn't work out because he could only sell to people that already had doors as a door-to-door salesman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a hard market to break into.
It's very difficult.
You gotta skip the hovels. All right. Speaking of skip the hovels, I'll skip across this dark dungeon and go to the door, get ready to put Earl on the hinges before I try to push it open.
Absolutely. You move about halfway across the throne room. What do the rest of y'all do? You can hear something coming up the crater to the right.
I'm going to
Oh, no.
have my regular two-handed axe out and sense with an empathy check. This is my infernal heritage coming into play here. I'm trying to sense something demonic. A demonic element or some sort of piece of information that it says here to detect either a demonic element or intuit one piece of information if you already know the forces of corruption are present.
Which you do
This
know.
may or yeah. So yeah, I'm putting the vibes out. I got a 17 with 6 stunty boys. 6 stun points.
You sense a large force of corruption ascending. Whatever it is, it's big, and whatever it is, you can feel that it has been affected by what you've been seeing. I guess you get to, with that roll, you do get into it like something more specific. I'll say something. Whatever this thing is, there's something about it that you can sense is a corrupting force in itself. Like, it brings with it something that is corruption.
Stun points.
Yes, stun points.
You got a whole buttload of stunt points.
Well, let me pull up the old. There's something specific.
I accidentally blocked out the screen.
I've never done that.
Well, yeah, you're a professional. I'm just a piece of shit.
Yeah, you said it, not me. So.
Okay.
It's a really good first roll of the session.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and whoever else wanted to say something. I think Keon, you were gonna say something. Go ahead.
I was
gonna
just-
jump in with that. In a
I was
second.
just gonna look over the side, but you probably did it smarter and safer, so I don't think I need to do that.
The two of you, yeah, Corbinian and Keon, you both have a turn, essentially, before we're going to be rolling initiative here.
So we
I'm
can-
going to start really quick for my stunts. We're gonna spend. Oh, never mind. Sorry, keep going. I didn't read this all the way.
I'm just backing up a bit, like, and I'll summon my musket into my hands and just kind of cock the hammer back and just kind of be backing up a little bit from the hole, but still like keeping an eye on what everyone's doing, because I don't get too far from everybody.
Okay, I've got it. Just ready for action. Sorry. So I was getting a minor action right before we all do initiative.
What are you doing?
Who's never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Keon.
Hey, go ahead again.
I cast Flaming Weapon and I got Stunty Boy. I'm gonna use what is that? 2 of those Stunty Boys to reduce the magic point cost. Can you do the same stunt point multiple times?
If it has a plus.
None of them have plus thing in this.
Yeah, in well, some of them do like crowd appeal, or they'll say 1 to 3. But if it says a splat number, you can only do it the once.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so I did that. So that's probably give me the custom spell. That's really all I can do. Spell effects 1 target, you can have an effect 2 seconds in the spell's range. Am I next to Samuel Bab?
Yeah, I mean, you're close to her, yeah.
And then I'm going to use my other 4 to do split spell. Can I do that?
Yes.
Can I do split spell to also Flaming Weapon, her weapon?
Correct.
Nice.
So you light
sorry.
both your weapons on fire, you make it cost less, you use 1 spell to do it. Very good.
Nice.
Well done.
I have enough magic points for 1 spell.
Don't whiff the roll.
I'll try.
Okay, everybody's gone. As you all prepare yourselves for what's coming, it emerges from the crater to your right. A long, sort of black chitinous form appears. It's probably about, well, from what you can see, the part that emerges from the hole, it's a good 15 feet. But you can tell that it continues on in the hole. Has not fully been revealed yet. It is a long, chitinous, worm-like creature with no visible eyes, and a sort of a like exposed teeth without like lips. It's got large fangs protruding kind of at an angle out of its face, almost more like tusks. Is very large, and it emits a loud, sort of high-pitched screech as it emerges. We'll roll initiative.
What is chitinous?
Chitinous is like the aliens from Alien. How they have like that skin you can tell is like slippery and
It's like hard bug armor.
yeah, like exoskeleton. Yeah.
Like a
Okay,
rhino's
okay.
a rhino's nose is made out of chitin, so are your fingernails. So chitinous is like a real hard, nasty shell.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
It looks
Every day's a
looks
school
sticky,
day.
but not sticky. Is the way to say that.
Looks sticky, not sticky. Well, it might be sticky. I'm not saying it's not sticky.
Bug armor. That's what I always think when I hear chitinous. I think bug armor.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
that's
it
what I
meant
think.
kite shape. Well, I really think of a giant black came out of the hole.
And riding
Okay, that's fucking
and holding on to the kite string is a skeletal man with a male pattern baldness and
Is that
spectacles.
a Tyranid? Tyranid?
It's a Praetorian from Deep Rock.
I was thinking, dude, I forgot that they have the miniatures now for the
Chitinous.
board game.
Yeah,
Chitinous.
chitinous, yeah.
I need to play that game if I ever visit you, and when I visit you.
Yeah, we need to play it too.
Oh boy, someone rolled great.
Not me.
Let me see.
Whoa,
Zoom.
Timo, sick roll.
Yeah, the 1-1-2 on my initiative. Oh, speaking
Totally
of,
sick.
my stunt points got me ready for action. So I'm gonna spend now that initiative's rolled, the free minor action to guard up and just have a +1 to defense.
Yep.
And then
Nice.
also I'll spend the last 2 for my special, which is protect. So if Harzar gets hit before my next turn, I can take the damage instead.
Very nice.
I'm looking for those stun points.
Yeah, normally I do something like seize the initiative, but I rolled so high it'd be a waste of points anyway. Actually, I don't have enough for that. Never mind. It's 4, not 3. Can't do anything for... Well... Just in case it went higher than me, I'll spend my 3 stunt points for defensive stance. Just in case it attacks me. It's unlikely. It's probably going to hit the thing closer to it, but I don't know. Maybe it likes gunpowder.
Okay. It is going to be Hazar.
Oh. So you're saying this isn't a social encounter? I am going to aim at it and shoot it. Minor action aim and then major action fire. That is I think regular aim gets +1. If memory serves me right. So
That's a
15
hit.
to hit. Blam. Oh, before I get too far away. No. Mark. Oratory, nope. Sorry, I got stun points. I'm supposed to do something because I'm an envoy, and envoys do cool things.
Oh yeah, you can like give people stun points, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Whenever you generate rolling doubles, you gain 1 SP. You can give to another character. I'm gonna give 1 SP to my bodyguard. So no matter what you roll, you have 1 stun point.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Alternatively, you can give 2 of your stun point to us. No. If you. Okay, so now that applies. And then that doesn't apply. Sorry, it's been a while since I've run stunt points. Like my main thing as an envoy, which requires me to have to roll stunts to do any of it. It's not a social encounter. I don't have enough to do that.
It's the first time you've done your job. I got you.
Yeah, I have 2 stunts that require 5, so that's unfortunate. Oh well. Instead, I am going to spend 1 of that to rapid reload because I don't want to waste a round. So 4 down to 3, and then I am going to pierce armor, so half its armor, whatever it has, and then with that 1 extra one I have left over, I am going to boost myself, so I get +1 bonus to the first text on my next turn.
Okay. You get +1 next turn. And how much damage you doing? You said you halved the armor?
Yep. 13. Poof!
Alrighty. You hit it. You see it crack the skin a bit. You definitely do some damage. But it's a long way from dead.
Oh yeah.
After that, Morgus.
Yo. All right, time to use these last 4 spell points. I'm gonna flame blast this big boy. Ooh.
It's pretty much
Wow.
as good as you can roll.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Let's see. I got
That's a hit.
get him, Bone Daddy. Thank you for putting that in the chat just for Scary. I had
I
to share
put it
that
in
with
both
people.
chats, but I wanted to make sure that you saw it.
I probably wouldn't have right then. So thank you for that, Bone. If I'm Bone Daddy, you're my bone babies. I don't like that. I'm gonna
Or a
use
couple
2
of
of this.
boners.
Or just a couple of boners. Oh, I should roll for damage, huh? Which is Flame Blast, Fire Blast. Okay, 7. 6 plus 1. Do I add them up? I don't think I had a modifier to that, right?
You have 6 stun points too.
Definitely, I'm going to use 2 for one of my class stunts.
Oh.
The Battle Magic, where I can do a free Arcane Blast.
Okay.
Is that it?
It does. An 11 hits.
Or 5 for that. And I have 4 more Sucky Boys. I think I'm going to do the Mighty. Spell this damage. 1 target of your spell every choice takes an extra. 2 more for an extra d6 of damage. And then increase the spell power of your spell. Casted. I mean, can you do? I guess Mighty Blow has to be for like a weapon attack.
You can do Mighty Spell for 2.
But so you can't do it twice, right? With 4, right? Mighty Spell and Mighty Blow.
Correct.
So it's probably just one or the other.
Yeah.
Like my extra attack, I'll do Mighty Spell for 2, and then I have 2 more. Increasing the spell power doesn't matter on this, right?
No, not for this particular one.
Not for the spell,
The
anyway.
spell power does.
You can save some MP.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll save, but then I'll have 1 MP. But then, yeah, I guess I'll do that. So
Yeah.
let me roll my extra d6 damage.
So you got an extra d6, so you're doing a total of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alrighty.
Yeah, 11 from the Fire Blast, and then 5 from the Arcane Blast.
Arcane Blast is not penetrating, correct?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
None of that is, no. Only certain spells have penetrating. And it's usually like journeyman or master level stuff.
Alrighty, you hit it. It doesn't seem. You definitely hurt it. It's just it seems like a tough adversary. It's not. You feel like you didn't do enough to like really hurt it. The fire kind of skitters across its silky exoskeleton.
It has high armor. That's not great.
It does.
Easy to hit, hard to hurt.
Yeah. Cedric.
Is my dexterity higher than the dexterity of this giant, scary bug creature?
Probably. What's your dexterity?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
It's higher than
3.
That's higher.
Okay, good. So dex is higher. I will mark for death this feller. So I don't have time. Don't have time to aim, but no aim with pinpoint
Punch the
and
bug.
shadow. Do. Bam! Shoot the bug. I rolled a 21.
You guys
21 was 6
good.
stunt points. And this is a good one. This is one of my class stunt points. I was just looking at it as Corbinian was talking about all the class stunt points. I was like, I should go look at mine. What a good teacher you are.
Well,
so 4.
I have a teachable
you,
bloody
thank you.
moment.
Give credit where credit is due. So I rolled 6 stunt points. I'm going to use 5 of those for my class stunt Cruel Strike. It costs 5 stunt points. You, the creature, rolls a willpower morale test versus that attack roll, which is 21.
Oh.
And then you, the GM, get to choose whether you are confused, frightened, or defenseless until the end of the encounter, or until the creature regains HP. So first, a willpower morale test to beat a 21.
Beasties aren't known for having a ton.
So as this crossbow bolt and the darkness both sort of attack this creature and soar through the room, it is either confused, frightened, or defenseless against these shadows now attacking it that it's been so comfortable in. It does something to unsettle this creature. And it is a Cruel Strike, which leaves a visually prominent wound on the target.
Nice. So what? Do you have the descriptions for confused and all that stuff?
50. I can put them into the chat. Hold on.
Yes,
Thank you,
please do.
Corbinian. I still need to roll my damage. That's just the cool thing I did with my stunties.
I can look it up, but you guys have it sometimes faster. Expedience.
Last time completely busted.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I like it.
Defense.
How much damage did you do all together there, Gary?
I'm about to re-roll one of mine with this what's it called? With the boon. So it's gonna be 17 damage instead because I rolled a 1 and then re-rolled that one.
Helpless was the other one, right? Was one of them. Confused, defenseless, helpless.
Confused, defenseless, and frightened.
Frightened. Oops, wrong one.
Yes.
It's a strong opener, buddy.
Yeah, that's a big one. You gotta roll 5 stunt points to get it, so it doesn't come out often.
Nice.
But it's a good one for sure.
Yeah, all the high stunty boys are like really powerful.
I figured if you're gonna get a class stunt, get an expensive one, right? Because it's more about using the big one versus using a
Some of the
class
small ones are
one.
good. I'm really at least on the envoy side. There's some I'm kind of biting at. I'm like, I wish I had those, but
I've got a small one that's just for hiding that lets me hide when you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Like basically, it's I can step behind a door and I'm gone instead of actually having to make sense. Thought that was important. How you doing, Game Master?
Marine confused, but that seems like it only has context for players, which is weird. Defenseless
More
character
like
loses-
Game Master.
Get him. Get him.
What?
Got him.
A defenseless
Game Master says what?
character loses their dexterity. -3 to their defense rating after that. The character is bound up defenseless. Yeah. Okay, I'll choose defenseless. Gets -3 to its defenses. Until the rest of the encounter? Or until I
Yes,
heal?
or until it regains health, correct. But yes, those are the two.
Alrighty. You'll leave a big gash across its face. It'll ooze purple blood.
Is it like this awesome iridescent purple, or is it just sort of a thick, sticky black until we can get up close to it?
It's sort of shiny. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, we
So
caught a
you see
shiny.
the torches flickering off this purple shiny blood in this dark room with a huge hole. Hell yeah. All right, thwip, bang, crossbow, and then I'm out of actions. I'll skitter. I'll run because I don't want this thing to get me. I'll run and take cover behind the throne. Not actual take cover because I'm out of actions, but flavor take cover.
It's going to let out a shriek when you hit it. Is at this moment. Oh, Temo's next. Temo, it's your turn. As you see its face sort of glisten with this purple blood, that beam of sunlight that's coming in through the ceiling kind of reflects off of something on its head. You see a strange multicolored shimmer coming from its forehead, and you can tell that is the source of corruption that you sensed earlier.
Where did you say exactly that shimmer was
Its
kind of?
forehead.
Its forehead. Perfect. So I'm gonna rush at it and try to smash that forehead with my axe, with my two-handed axe that's lit with flame. Let's make this a let's aim actually as a minor action to get a +1 on the roll. I'm looking for that spot. There it is, 15 with 3 stump points.
That's a hit.
Actually, that's a 16 technically, but that's all
You
I
have
need.
4. That's me.
I have 4. That's right. I do. And there's a lot going on here. So right out the gate, there's 17 points of damage, plus some fire, plus I'm definitely spending 1 on Mighty Blow,
Okay.
which was not a strong roll, but that's
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
And then
Pierce.
I've got 3 more points. We're gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to keep that protect going another round, and spend 1 more to
That's a lot of damage.
I guess I'll just skirmish. And I'll combo that skirmish with the natural skirmish that comes from a two-handed weapon and send it skittering 4 yards back.
It'll rear back into the pit. 20. How much is that all together?
That is 24 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
4 of which were from flame, magical flame.
And you hit it in. You try to hit this shimmer in its forehead.
I do. I aim for it, and I leap, and I smash down on target.
Is this with a regular axe?
This is a regular axe, and then the fires from Warriors.
24.
Oops, I should write down the haste.
As you slam the axe down, you hit something metallic wedged in its forehead. Your axe kind of glances off of it, but it beds itself firmly in its flesh. The fire nips at its face. It's going to shriek again. It reels back into the pit. It sort of goes down a little bit because you skirmished it away. But it's going to rear up again on its turn. I'm going to go ahead and spend a Game Master power up. It's going to... So this thing is, for all visuals, a giant worm. with vicious teeth, but suddenly is going to become a centipede as the arms of the dead protrude from its chest. All up and down, they just rip out. And you can hear, you can see their faces all along the bottom. The fallen dwarves that this thing has consumed and absorbed into itself as they moan and crawl their way along the ground towards you. It's going to... It'll go for Temo. You're right there. You're the closest.
That's fair.
And it does seem to be some sort of animal.
Well, insectoid, but who's being picky?
They're still animals. You...
Well,
Yeah, right?
I mean...
Animal, mineral, vegetable, Corbinian. Those are the 3 kinds of things. Alright. It's going to open its maw and draw you in. What's your defense? Bro, it doesn't fucking matter. Holy shit. Alright. All that matters is, do I get stunt points? The answer is yes. Yes, I do.
I'm sure the ones it prefers are really nice and friendly. It's just skirmish. It just knocks you back like a ton of yards. Yeah. Wee! Team Rocket.
It's going to bite you.
That's not his thing.
It's going to pick you up in its maw for 18 damage. As it just crunches into your chest.
Armor eats 5 of that, so there is that, but that's less than a third.
It's not great. It bites you, it throws you to the ground, it uses its... I use my stunt points. It rises up and it slams into the ground. Everybody in the area is knocked prone. The only person I would say that is far enough away to avoid that fate... Wait, where are you, Cedric? Are you behind the throne?
Yes, I am.
Never mind, everybody's prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it within so many yards or?
Yeah. It's within 4 yards.
I'm beyond 4 yards.
Are you beyond 4 yards? Fine, whatever. Corbin, you can stay standing.
So what are the penalties for being prone?
You have to use minor action to get up.
Yeah, if you can't move around without I think you move at like 1/4, 1/2 if you try to move around on the ground, and you're at penalty. And they have a bonus when attacking you. If you stay
melee
down.
attacks have a bonus against you. I think ranged attacks probably have a minus against you, and then
It's a penalty if they're far away, but if they're right next to you, they get a bonus.
yeah. But
You
you
do
can
not
get
wanna
up pretty
stay
easily.
prone.
Pretty much, I'm burning everyone's fucking minor actions.
Minor.
So it is.
That's
what
always
it
super
is.
mattered to me, yeah, because I was like, oh, this one staying way the hell back.
And Temma, you're... Well, no, yeah, you're still adjacent. Temma's adjacent, so you're going to suffer its aura effect.
Right.
As you're next to it, it is going to... its arms and legs, which are comprised of the arms and legs of the dead, are going to lash out at you.
Oh, crap.
You're going to go ahead and take 3.
Damage?
Yeah, 3 damage.
Okay, so my armor, just eats that.
Pop, 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 pop. You just a bunch of undead slam into you. It's probably upsetting, but you're okay.
It's a
All
ska
right.
beat.
Hazar, back to you. This creature is pretty pissed off at this point.
During all this fighting, I'm probably, because of rapid reload, I'm like reloading my rifle musket really fast, and then I immediately come up just to feel the ground shake, and then aim, pow. 19 to hit. I think I hit it.
You do hit it. I'd be surprised at this point if anyone missed it, given the fact that Gary made it defenseless.
Oh, that's right. What was that? It just took a big. It takes a lot less to hit now.
Yeah.
Minus 3.
Or do you automatic -3?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's bad.
It's pretty brutal.
Good job. I wish my turn was after
Great way to
yours.
start the fight. If I just
It's
do
a good way.
nothing
Yeah.
from now on, I cast my skill.
That's one of the times that me rolling better initiative than you actually didn't help. That would've
Temo!
back-
On your feet and finish the job! I cry out as I spend 5 and I focus my wise counsel and intuitive abilities on a single ally. You gain +2 bonus to all tests for the remainder of the encounter.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I'll have to reload, but that's fine. Eat 14.
You just stay on the ground.
Hmm?
You stayed on the ground.
Yeah, well, I aimed, but I was thinking about doing rapid reload and piercing and all this. Like, no, I'll spend the 5 and give someone a +2 for, like, the whole encounter. So I'm like, I'm not going to do as much damage, but that's bad. I'd rather our fighter have a bonus.
Fair enough.
Fight.
That's 14. 14's not bad. You score a good hit. You can tell. You definitely blast off a piece of its armor. All the voices cry out in pain as this thing takes damage. I just realized I'm accidentally doing Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist, but that's okay. Hi, Toyzilla. Welcome.
Oh, wait, that actually really helps me visualize what we're fighting, but with chitinous skin.
Yeah, it's like Envy if Envy was a giant, hard-skinned worm. Yeah.
But that's opposite of who Envy is, man. That's crazy.
No. Hazar's done. Morgus of the Silent Valley. It is your turn. You bear
minor
witness to these undead creatures bursting out of this worm, and you're intrigued.
Ooh, more fun for the pile, yes. We'll have to analyze later. I'm gonna use my minor action to stand up, and then I'm a wizard with 1 magic point, so I'm pretty fucking useless. But I will heal Temo Pav. Heal to provide. Yeah, I gotta roll an intelligence check. If you succeed, your ally gets back the amount of health equal to stun test and intelligence. Right. So let me see. Where intelligence? Roll that. My intelligence is 2. So that's that. I rolled a 14. Check 11. And then do I roll again, or I take that same roll? Roll again. Yeah. If you succeed, your ally gets back the amount of health. Stunt die plus your intelligence. Stunt die is the 3rd die, right?
Correct. So 6 is pretty good.
6 plus intelligence of 2,
You heal her 8.
right? I believe so.
That's a big heal. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And you're doing this by
Very helpful.
like bandaging her.
I'm doing this by breaking my own finger and like savoring the separation of the bones, and then like the magic that comes from that you can see tangibly leave in like a greenish blackish stream of magic.
Do you take damage?
No,
Oh, okay.
because I like it.
Okay. Fair enough.
then I just
Penguin!
I put it right back.
Thanks for the sub 23 months. Damn.
Yeah, penguin.
It's been 2 years. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Always puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, Pango came with Kapow, right? So it's been
Yeah,
it's
that's
been
right.
like 2 years since we started streaming with Michael Powell. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Happy
So
2
many
year
years.
anniversary. So
So basically, 3 years altogether almost.
yeah, it's been wild.
Crazy. Look at us go
Wild,
every
wild.
week.
Morgus, was that your whole turn? You're done.
Yeah, because I had to minor to stand up.
Alrighty, Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
So you ate my minor action, which kudos to you.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna stand up,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna run to the door behind the throne, and I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. It is locked.
Oh no!
I mean, you can try to open it though.
Are there, have there been any thieves' tools along the way through this dungeon, or are there any nearby?
Do you not
where
have any
someone
thieves'
tried
tools?
this? No, I just realized I don't have any. I definitely had the opportunity to buy some in that town as well.
I mean, it seems like an oversight on your part. So, like, yeah, you could have these tools.
Certainly.
I was gonna say it makes a lot of sense that your character would just have them.
I mean, when I play Baldur's Gate 3, you find them all the time. So, yeah, there's some. We'll say there's a skeleton in front of the crypt or in front of the vault door with like a thief's kit. He's like, ah.
Yep. He almost made it. Yeah,
that's fine.
Starfield the same way. It's like you need to pick a lock. There's 3 digipicks behind you just in case. All right. Let's give this a shot. Let's pick this lock.
Remember, if you fail, the lockpick breaks because screw you, Baldur's Gate.
Hell yeah. I rolled a 13 with 3 stunt points.
You get a couple of the tumblers, but you're like, yep, dwarf locks are hard.
May I use those 3 stunt points to do something about that? Maybe make the check faster or easier, or is it not a success?
We did get booned, right?
You did get booned.
Got it.
You do have a boon.
Oh, I got a boon. Let's see.
From the top of the game,
Okay.
yeah, everyone got booned.
Oh no, I used my boon from the top of the game already for some damage earlier.
Can you take my boon?
I don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right.
You try to pick the lock.
You're gonna be
Your
all right.
lockpick does not break.
Hell yeah. Well, it does break, but lucky for me, the skeleton, the one on the floor, just respawns if this one breaks.
Sure.
This skeleton's name's Toriel. Last name Toot.
Morgus' skeleton key. I like the idea that it's just like a dead pixie that he reanimated, and it's like picking the lock. That'd be fun, like a little gag. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. You should keep that. That's awesome.
We'll make that happen.
I might use that.
It would make so little sense.
A necromancer lockpick. Yeah, be fun.
It makes sense that Morgus would have the equivalent of the little fairy from Berserk, but it's just made of bones.
Yeah, and every now and again it does like a dance number. It's like ha cha 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 cha.
No, it does.
Don't tell me. Oh, Thriller. Okay. Temo.
That's me. Yep, I'm burning that miner to stand up, and
The child runs off screen screaming in flames.
That's what happens when you burn a miner.
Yeah, you burned a miner.
true. I go for an axe swing, which does an 8 manage to get past that defense? Because that would be hilarious.
Yes, it does.
That's awesome because that is almost the worst roll I could possibly
because
pull.
Gary's made him defenseless. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Which is good all around. So what I do is I got my axe and I pull myself up and I lodge it into the chitin for. Let's do some damage really quick before I tell you what I'm doing the stunt points. For another 21 points of damage.
Damn, that's a big hit. Y'all are doing it. You guys, this is crazy.
And then I want to, using my lodged axe as sort of my main leverage point, grapple this creature, or grab it.
With the desired effect of doing what?
So I'm going to, this is Temo's thought, try to rip out whatever metal thing is hidden in
you want to try to start climbing
wound
it?
that she made. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were you saying, Hazar Steelflame, envoy of the Nagami tribe?
I straight up forgot. If you can see me, everyone gets +1 stunt points because of my master inspiration. I forgot
Every
about
turn?
that. Sorry. Yep, it's as long as you can see me.
Oh, +1 stunt points? That's awesome.
So you just got you have one more. Huh?
Perfect. And then we'll throw another mighty blow out there for another 6 to make it 27 points of damage.
Were you only one short?
Mighty blow only costs me 1 because I got it. It's favored, so it's dirt cheap for me to just throw it on top of every attack I do. And it has a +2 because of my 2-hand thing. But yeah, so I smash this axe into the chitin, And then we have to do a contested brawl. What is it?
Fight.
Opposed accuracy brawling test, yeah, which is
Okay.
the same thing. I'll just do my headbutt roll. So
I
12.
lose.
Nice.
Accuracy
Then
brawling?
yeah, it's another
That's crazy. What's
grabs.
For grappling, it's accuracy brawling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. He has shit
Weird.
accuracy, so that was easy.
Nice.
Hazar, you have been booned.
Thank you very much.
And they say it's because of all the buffs you're doing. You're buffing the buffer.
I end my turn with the axe remaining lodged as I try to move my hand and gets
It
Start
moves
climbing.
and you swing out as it flies through the air. It's going to. I better do something before it dies.
Yeah. It's getting poured a lot of damage.
Fucked up. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit. I was kind of worried that you guys weren't going to be able to output like this, but damn.
If Fantasy Age is easy, ramp until you roll no stunts for several turns back to back, and then you're dying.
How far away are you,
rapidly.
Hazar?
Me, I am at 23, 24 yards away.
Damn. It's pretty far.
Because I backed up away from the hole.
Pretty far. It's not going to do that then.
That's why I try to start most fights by backing up, because I need
You guys
the
are
distance.
not. You guys are not closer to the way I wanted, so I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna murder your wizard. Hey, wizard! Eat shit.
Maybe I like eating shit. Did you think about that?
I did. 4, 5, 6, 7, 18. So, I hit you.
What was that number you said?
Nothing.
18. Good God.
It doesn't get
I
plus
think it-
11 to hit you. That's ridiculous. Why would I make you fight something like that?
Because we're awesome.
I have. Oh, I had one Game Master power up left. I have 2 now. I'm gonna go ahead and burn the one I was just given by Synth Weasel. Thank you.
Thanks, Synth Weasel.
It could be that one. It could be the one Vamp gave me earlier. Who knows? It's one of those. I'm gonna use it immediately to activate.
No, they made a choice. This is their fault.
I'm gonna activate a stunt that I did not roll stunt points for. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Kian, you have been bitten. Take. God, what's your health?
Not a lot.
Why does that matter? I think it's 26. Right, like right now I'm at 26.
Oh Jesus. Okay, well,
Mage.
it spirals through the air at you, spinning, and you can see Temo on the axis holding on as it rotates in the air, and it just comes crashing into you. It's gonna bite you. 21.
Oh.
Make a dexterity acrobatics check.
30's not bad.
It's not terrible. Not terrible. Oh, geez, I get a huge plus to this roll, though.
Yeah, probably.
It's okay. It was his time.
So it bites you and then throws you up in the air and it swallows you whole.
Okay.
You're not dead, but you're inside it.
I mean,
I'm like fucking Jonah and the whale, like a VeggieTale in this bitch.
Hey, you're like a VeggieTale, this bitch.
Yeah.
that's not where I thought that was going, but okay.
Did you know recently I found out the Bible is based on off of those VeggieTale episodes?
It's true.
That was crazy, dude. When I found that out, it blew my mind. I was like, whoa, they basically started a religion. I remember VeggieTales. You remember that?
Yeah,
been
dude.
around
Zucchini
forever.
Jesus died for our sins, man.
Alrighty. So Morgus has been eaten.
Hour, half
Uh,
an hour. VeggieTales.
Hazar, you watch. You turn to see this happen as you're like, oh, I'm picking the door. Uh-oh. But it's your turn, Cedric. Oh, sorry, Hazar. My bad. I confused you two with names. I was looking at Gary. I was thinking about Gary, but I said Hazar because it's Hazar's turn. Hey, you're not picking locks. You just watched your friend get eaten.
Friend's a strong word.
Your acquaintance get eaten.
I'm not friends with Graves, am I? But fudge. All right. Well, can I do this then?
Oh yeah, thanks for the Game Master power up. Oh, Sith Weasel's very happy that this happened.
We need to kill it quickly. Morgus just got swallowed. Cedric, whatever you're doing, start shooting again. God damn it. And I will spend 2 minor actions. And everyone who can hear me, hopefully Morgus can hear me as I'm shouting really loud. Heals. 4 plus 4. So 8 HP is healed.
You're like in the mouth sliding down. You could hear him as you're going down the gullet. You'll take.
And everyone gets plus 2 to their next check.
Wait, so we got plus how much? 4?
8.
Plus 4 HP.
I thought you said plus 4.
Yeah, plus 4.
Sorry. 4 plus 4 is 8. That's how math works.
8.
Aren't you paying attention?
I was so confused. I was like, what are you doing? Everybody gains 8 health.
Public school. We all went to public school. We all went to
Well-
public school in America.
Well, you did anyway.
Yeah, that's why we can't math and you can.
We're
yeah,
smart.
proved that, didn't I? Fucking.
Our school district had a good football team, which means we know words better.
Yeah, football. Yeah, America.
Whoa!
True.
That's your whole
Had good
turn.
sports.
Your whole turn, Hazar.
Yeah, I had spent both minors to do that. So, but
Wait,
yeah, so
we got
everyone
a
gets plus 2 to the next check, and Temo has a total of plus 4 to your next check.
All right.
And we also still have plus 1 stunt point, right?
As long as you can, see me.
You can't see him.
So I can't. So I don't. But I got the plus
2.
on the next check.
Yep, because you could hear me.
All right. From inside, can I do some kind of roll to like determine which of the organs I'm near is the most vital?
You are sliding down its throat.
Oh. So just I'm gonna look for the softest spot. I'm gonna use a minor action to aim. I don't really need to do that because he just gave us a plus whatever, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Minor action to aim. I still have my flaming Chris. So the Christ of June is 1d6 plus 1, so 6 plus it's on fire. So I do 9 damage to the softest innards I can find.
A total of 9?
Roll the hit for stunt boys? Oh yeah, I should roll the hit.
I mean, you're probably gonna hit it, but you might get.
No, you're right. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, weed is legal here. Okay, I can do it. Okay, it's an 11. Do I hit? Oh, it's super defenseless, right?
Yeah, like we could probably fall over and hit the state by accident.
Oh, and then I guess if I have one stunty boy, only you could do that for 1 stunt point. Yeah, so never mind.
No, I do get plus 1 stunt. You have to roll stunt points for me to give the plus 1.
Right. No, I meant. Sorry, I said you. Nobody can see who I'm pointing at. I'm pointing at Aaron on my computer. Only Aaron can do Mighty Blow for plus 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do damage it though, and because you're on the inside, I feel like it doesn't have armor, so you're gonna do full damage.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Thanks. Appreciate.
That'll be
that.
your parting blow.
Yes.
How much do you take?
Hope you choke on Morgus, you slimy bastard.
Yeah, I'm all bony. It's like the last person I would eat. Is Morgus.
It tastes off, and it's giggling.
I
And it's
ate the
bony.
bones.
And it's slashing my throat as I swallow it. Like, this is the worst idea.
The worm
All right.
stops as his throat is slashed by fire, and from its pocket it pulls a Ricola. Which is
Ricola.
cough drop.
Oh.
Ricola. Yeah, you're forced down its throat by an oversized cough drop.
Rip.
But it is the kind that has honey and ginseng in it, so it's not as bad as you might think.
But
Get
it
it
still
local
burns. All right.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Cedric.
All right. So
Ricola, shout out.
minor action, reload, turn around, no action to aim. So I'll fire without the aim, but I still have more dex. So that's a thing. How far would you say this thing is from me?
Probably about as far as Corbinian is from it, so 24 feet. Yards.
You think I could get there in a turn? My speed is 13. No, I can't get there in a turn.
You can get there.
Take two
You
turns.
can get there if you dash, but
You won't be able to
Nah,
attack.
I
when
need
you
my
see
action
move
to
down.
shoot. I'm just gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna give it the old thunk.
you can shoot it and then move up and then get to it next turn.
I rolled a 20 with 5 stunt points,
5
right?
stunt
Because I could
points.
see Corbinian,
Because you can see me.
so I get an extra stunt point.
You,
And you
you're
know
aiming
exactly what I'm
and you
gonna
look
do.
over at Hazar and he just blows you a little kiss and you're like, "Aw," and then
I shoot the GM.
Makes you aim better.
It's the sash. Dwarves take the sash.
I'm gonna do 17 damage to it.
Damn.
And believe it or not, I'm actually going to use that same stunt I used earlier. If you allow it, and if it can take another condition, unless that's like the only thing that Cruel can do for the GM ruling.
I don't see anything in it that says you can only do it once, so yeah, you're good.
So it
Okay.
would probably inflict the frightened ability, I would imagine, or just defenseless again.
Yeah, so it has to roll against a 20. It has to roll the willpower morale against a 20, or take frightened or confused.
Okay, so it's gonna be afraid of you. So it'll get -3 to attack you. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I'll roll to try to stop that, but I guess a 20. I don't know.
I'm gonna,
Nope.
and then you know how I talked about walking up on it. Now I'll use my movement to start walking towards it. Now that it's afeared of me, and I done shot it, I'm gonna start walking this thing down. It's looking pretty hurt, so I'm doing the old reload, shoot, like walking up on it, like let's finish it off. Pow, click, pow, click,
Did you do
pow.
17 to it?
Yeah, I did. So I'm walking up on this thing, firing crossbow bolts, looking like a pissed off assassin dwarf. I'm in my home turf. This is a throne room, man. I'm feeling pretty good in here.
Temo.
Fuck yeah.
Very cool, Cedric. I'm on the back or on the side of it, whatever, holding this my axe is lodged into it. I slip off my demonic hand over here and use my minor to summon the Hellfire Axe, and then I just go ahead and go for that finish. Let's get Morgus out of there. That's a 13 to hit.
It's a hit.
For 12 points of damage.
Plus 1d6.
Plus,
'Cause of fire.
this
No,
is
'cause it's
my
the,
other axe.
I would
Oh,
argue that your first axe is embedded in the creature, so I'll allow it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, the flames. Oh, just
Forgot
a little
about
bit though. It's a little smothered. It only did
Oh.
1 point of fire damage.
A little something.
It's a little.
A little
and it's
caramelizing.
still- Yeah. hmm You
you'll-
can smell it. It's
you'll-
almost delicious.
Your other axe will sink in as you climb higher on this thing. The creature on its turn, Kian, it kind of gulps a little bit. You get pulled down, and as you do, you start to get coated in acid.
Love it.
Take 6. And you start to get eaten.
Love that.
Dissolved. Yeah.
Very cool.
Hey, you're lucky you had a small weapon like the Chris, because you can't swing big
Yeah.
weapons in there.
Also, okay, I got healed. I think I'd be dead.
Yeah,
So
this is
that's
lucky.
cool.
Hazar! Oh no, never mind. The worm didn't go. He just swallowed. He can't go for Cedric. Well, yeah, he can, but he would suffer penalties. Temo, you're on it.
And I'm feeling pretty good after getting boosted by the allies. And Derek.
It's going to try to get you off of it by burrowing in the ground. It's going to go up and slam through the tiles of the throne room and enter the earth. Give me a strength might check.
Plus 2 to your roll.
Plus 2 to your roll.
That's going to be 20.
Alrighty, you stay on. Yeah. It hurts. Like, you're probably going to take some damage here. Take
That makes
6.
sense. Oh, just keep my head down. My armor takes most of it.
Your armor takes most of it, but you get a little bruised, maybe. And it's going to emerge by Hazar. Hazar, yeah, I better do this now, because I'm never going to get to it if I don't. You fuckers. Sorry, this thing erupts right in front of you, looks down at you, and it opens its mouth as just a powerful blast of acid bursts towards you. Okay, I make a roll against you as normal.
Is there a bony little boy in that pile of acid?
No. It generates it in a sac in its throat, not in its actual stomach.
Different
Step
acid.
out of your sack.
What's your defense, buddy?
Huh? What? Nothing. It's fine. It is 10.
Okay. Make a acrobatics dexterity check. You can reduce the damage.
Ooh. 9.
Not good enough.
No.
So as this acid slams into you, you get pushed back, and it just immediately burns your skin. Take 12 penetrating.
Yeah, I just take that straight. Ow. Ow.
And that's
Armor
its
what?
turn. Hazar, you can get a counter right away.
Well,
Yes, Aaron has been rolling much better than usual this game.
It's great.
She
It all
made
came
she
back.
made a deal with the devil.
all right. I am going to not run like in the movies straight away from the enemy. I'm gonna go run aside and run toward the wall and start sprinting along the side up toward the light.
God, I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm clicking everything but the book I need. Please get in front of me. Thank you. I think it's double my base move, if memory serves correctly, but I'm going to double check. Remager lets you move double your speed in yards. So I sprint away 20 yards along the wall and up toward the...
You run up the wall, you start getting towards... you notice all these sort of decorative, tarnished metal shields all around the top. There's just a few of them like hanging on chains here and there.
like shields that are like chandeliers kind of hanging there, or...
Yeah, they're kind of like hanging there, but they're like right up against the wall.
Okay.
Decoration. I meant to mention it earlier, but now that you're up there, it seems relevant. Yeah.
And
It's already-
minor
It's a
action...
dark.
Minor action, grab one of the shields if I can?
Like to hold on to it?
Yeah, to try to defend with it or something.
You can get
I
like
don't know what these
behind
things
it.
do.
They're big.
Yeah.
They're
Like
like
tower shield big?
no, like too big to be wielded by a mortal. Like they're decorative. They're huge decorative metal plates that are shield shaped. Yeah.
Oh, I see. In that case, because I use my major to do that sprint. I have a minor sitting around. I want to use it effectively, which means that I need to learn to play better. Guard up is what I'm gonna say. I'll have a bonus to my guard in case it comes after me again.
Fair enough. Cedric. No, Morgus.
Yeah, boy.
You've been swallowed further. You start to pass like bones and stuff. You can feel the necromantic energy of the creatures trapped in its stomach as like some of them kind of push in on the throat and look at you. They start trying to pull you in.
Nope. Sorry. Very much still alive. I know I look not alive. I don't want to join you. Thank you very much. Can you use heal on yourself?
Yes.
It says specifically you provide quick medical assistance to an injured ally.
You count as an ally.
Yeah, I do believe you can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I do have the Chirurgy focus or whatever, so I can use it as a minor action.
Yeah, you can use your
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna heal
Okay.
myself. So let me click those buttons. Intelligence. My tab. Where's the tab? There's the tab. Click that tab. Oh! Alright. So I got 14 with 5 stunty boys.
It's not
The stunt die is a 5, so plus my intelligence of 2. So I heal 7.
It's not bad.
And those stun points I can use for anything? Like I can use spell stunts or class stunts, or I have to use them for... I don't even know.
I don't believe that this actually generates stun points.
Okay,
It's-
that's fine.
Well, it'd be something like exploration or roleplay because
You think so?
Because everything
Sure.
generates, but
Okay.
it's not a combat thing, right?
Well,
if you want to investigate something in there,
yeah,
you
I
can.
was gonna say while I'm in here.
Yeah, you can learn something.
Stunts. Oh, wait.
This is interesting.
You know it's exactly 5 exploration stun points is sabotage. And if they try anyone, I think it's just you do something to. Oh wait, there's very specific stuff actually. It can be anything from embarrassing or inconvenient situations to an equivalent of a moderate hazard. Okay. I'm gonna sabotage by creating a moderate hazard. I'm gonna like just take all my bones out and like all the bones in my bag because I have a bag filled with bones at all times, of course. And I'm just gonna start stab them in the insides and just making the guts all bony and like going through.
What kind of hazard is it?
It says moderate hazard. It's a 2d6.
Yep. 2d6. Alrighty, you deal damage with this hazard.
And you can't undo you can't undo that. So whatever's like wrong, I don't know why that would matter, but okay.
It has
so
a
that's
bunch of
that.
bones in its throat. And it's starting to choke on them. That's fair.
Well, I guess wherever I am, it's tummy or it's throat or whatever.
And
Tummy,
then
or
what do you do with your major action, buddy?
I attack it
Okay.
with my Christoph June attack roll.
Hit because it's defenseless.
And damage roll. But yikes. Fuck it. Haven't used a boon. I'll use my boon.
He's got one actually.
You got another one? Nice.
Oh yeah, you did just get
So-
another one too.
You just re-roll the whole damage, right?
Yeah, you can reroll the whole damage. Yeah.
Okay. Plus 1d6 for the fire.
Nice.
You stab your Chris in this thing as and it does a big gulp, and as it does so, you tear open its throat. And you fall out into the ground as it writhes and screams as it falls back into the pit from where it came.
Wait, with me still on it?
You can let go, but I mean, it doesn't go all the way down. It kind of it falls back in. I just realized I was being dramatic, but then I was like, no, I want you guys to actually be able to like look at its body, so I don't want to do that. It's gonna crash into the wall. It'll kind of fall. It'll be partially in, partially out, and it'll sort of just be hanging there, dead.
Wait, did that finish? That finished it?
That did kill it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you actually started doing a lot of damage
Hell
because you were completely circumventing its armor by being inside it.
Yeah.
Boom. That was tight.
It is dead.
Very nice. Yeah, I'll finish my climb and see what the source of the corruption is. That's what I'm doing.
You will walk towards its face. You can see a shard jammed into its head. It appears to be some kind of metal. It has like a bluish orange tint to it. It's very strange looking, but you've seen metal like this before. The shopkeeper in the Grand Bazaar told you to be on the lookout for any metal of this kind and claims that it comes from the sky.
Star
That's
metal.
right. I'm gonna cut this chunk out.
It definitely seems to be an incredibly, potentially very corrupting force. You can sense it. How do you
And I share that as I
Yeah.
wrench it free. I say I share that as the same metal. I think that this must be the same metal they were talking about at the bazaar.
Oh, that's good. I say as I start
While you're
walking down
pulling
the wall.
stuff out of that creature. As you're pulling stuff out of that creature, you mind retrieving my crossbow bolts? I think I lodged a few in there. It should be easy to find. All of them maimed the hell out of that thing.
Pull a
You
couple
find,
of those out. Mhm.
you find a couple, they're all melted.
Oh, that sucks. That's his ammo.
Yeah, they're not recoverable on this
Oh,
thing.
hell.
Acid blood and whatnot.
You right over there, Morgus? I say as I reload my musket and disappeared into my hands.
You know, that was maybe one of my less favorite experiences. That was pretty rough. Temo, what are there any nice bones?
I mean, there's like
Where-
dwarven
where-
bones all around us, aren't there?
There's lots of bones. Yeah, there's bones everywhere.
So it has no bones.
The worm does not have bones unless you count its teeth.
Well, some fell
Right.
out when you
Let's
came
count
out.
this.
That's why it was such an awful experience for Morgus, because it didn't have his favorite thing.
The
It was completely
boneless.
defensive.
Yeah.
The
greatest
boneless.
enemy,
Yeah.
There's a pill for that.
Can I just Viagra was patented in the U.S. the day that I was born. I don't know where to go from there.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of where to go from there, but I don't know.
So I'd let it hang out there and,
Oh,
You gotta.
Let's
but-
hang on to this piece, but whatever this metal is, it carries more of that same corrupting energy that whatever destroyed this place, and same as other corruption energy we've seen before.
You think it came
You
out
sure
through,
hope it
like it came through there, hit the worm, and then made it go crazy and start munching things?
Yeah, there
Maybe that's
is.
what
You're the
fell
one
its
who-
place.
can walk on the roof. You're the one who can walk on the roof. Maybe you go up there and check if it's the same shape.
I look up at the hole. I'll walk up along the wall and kind of get a closer look because I can.
Yeah, you go look at it. Sure, there'll be you'll notice like
Actually, I can go-
flecks of the metal like lodged in the stone.
Yeah, I see the same color, little bits and pieces in here. As I lean down to my knees to get a closer look, but I'm going further up into the ceiling.
You can see it because it's very shiny, but like this happened a long time ago. You could tell by how the weather has worn this since it was made.
I'll
Maybe
actually
what they
climb
say
up.
is true.
You find a couple crossbow bolts, they're all melted. Wow, talk about a GM power up. That's funny.
I'm gonna walk out through the hole a little bit and look around, and then get a feel of what the mountain was like, and also just to get a cool view, frankly. If the hole's big enough for me to get through.
It probably would be at this point. It's been worn enough. You can squeeze through. You're not that big, right? You're not huge or anything, are you?
No. I'm a slim boy.
Yeah, you can slide. You can slide through.
Arzars live in one of the worst dwarven fears, falling right out the top of the mountain.
I'm not falling.
Yeah, as you peek your head out, you can see the sun is beginning to set. And you can see out all over the mountain ranges of Mardane from here. You see the smoke rising from the village that you saw that was destroyed by the Hanes. Yeah. You've traveled a good distance, but you don't seem like you're in like a weird place. Like you didn't like teleport or anything. Everything seems as it should be. You're probably about roughly where you would estimate you would have been. So if that's what you're looking for.
Well, mainly just getting a gauge of where we are in the mountain. Just sightseeing is part of it.
To the northwest, you can see the huge Mardinian mountain ranges. To the northeast is towards where the Crimson Steeps are. You can see the river off in the distance. The next river you have to cross to go where you're going.
Any armies moving about that I can see from up here?
Yeah, you could probably see armies moving about. You see Mardinians rallying in the mountains. You could definitely see a horde of them coming down from their homelands. And you can see the horse horde of the Hanes is large. It's a large gathering of horses and people. They're stirring up a lot of dust as they travel, and they're heading sort of along the riverbank to the east.
Along the river to the east. They're heading up. Along.
They're past the village that you guys were at earlier, and they're continuing along that way. I'm looking at where you're
because I remember we were near that little joining of two rivers.
Yes.
We're pretty close. Are they moving? Are they ahead of us, heading toward the mountains? Or are they on the other side of the river, heading toward the mountains?
They're on the other side of the river.
And the Mardinians are getting ready to meet them, basically.
The Mardinians are coming a little bit more of where you're pointing towards the west.
It's more like this way?
Yeah, they're coming down from there. You can't see them. The forces are large enough to see from where you are.
Yeah. I'll have that little sightseeing moment. Oh, this is a really cool thing. And see the armies. Oh. Start scrambling down. Run along the wall, come back down.
Thanks.
All right. So, armies are moving around. One of them's heading toward us, or in our general direction, and apparently the mountains we wanted to head toward have a bunch of horsemen heading toward it. So we may want to, if we're going to cross the river, we may want to find somewhere short of the mountain range itself to cross, unless we want to be caught up in the carnage.
Well, now it's looking like we have this fortress all to ourselves. Maybe we just make camp here and start a new dwarven empire. Lots of space, no more empty creatures to worry about. Darkness and stone. Everything I could ever want.
Nazglob's gonna crawl up on Temo's shoulder. Yeah, but there's only one dwarf. It's kind of not much of an empire. He sort of cuddles up to your face like he's a pet. But
all right, Naz.
Yeah.
I know you're one of us, but you don't get a vote.
I wasn't voting. I was just pointing out the obvious flaw in your.
That is a good point you made. It's a good point, but you don't get to make a point either. I
have my mission for my tribe to continue on. I still need to go to the steppes and try to learn the secret of this plague.
And I'm with him.
Well, it looks
they
like
also
you got
have a lot of
questions
questions.
in your hand. You're already holding the secret of this plague or this nonsense.
You think that thing, the gemstone, is the source of the plague in some way?
Look what it did to that crawler. Turned him proper nasty.
Well, enough force and powder and a lot of things get nasty pretty quickly. Magery will do that, but this disease is something else.
That's a good
But that
point. It must have been Adrian fault. He did have all those undead arms popping out from underneath him. That's not normal.
Timo,
maybe these.
Did you touch the thing in his forehead, Timo?
Yes. Why I tried to pull it out.
Would
Like,
have had to,
with my
yeah.
hands.
When you're pulling it out, Nuzglob's gonna. Can't you sense that? I wouldn't touch it if I were you.
So I
He'll
leave
warn you.
it.
He'll warn you.
Um,
If you're gonna pull it out, you might want to, wrap your hands or something. I don't know.
yeah, I don't ever touch it directly, but I do try and still pull it out still with like a piece of cloth.
You pull it out, no
barrier.
issue. But yeah, as long as he's like, don't touch it with your skin. But you can
That's
sense
the
what he's
next
talking
question.
about. Yeah, you can sense what he's talking about. It definitely feels like some sort
Does
of.
that corruption
And I warn everybody not
is
to
it gonna
touch it.
spread through your backpack? Is it gonna get in your skin and your spine, or will it be fine as long as you wrap it in leather? And I'm as I say that, I'll sort of look towards the creature. I feel like that thing was tougher than leather.
Yes, but this isn't lodged firmly into my forehead necessarily either.
Be careful with unknown metals. There's something about that I don't trust.
The
You know-
Nuzglob's like nodding his approval of this.
I think we should head back. Well, it's the Chiefs. I was thinking of heading to the Crimson Steps, but I'm getting more and more convinced that maybe Star Metal has to do with the plague in some way. I mean, if it causes a beast like this to be as powerful as that, to cause all of this corruption, like you suggest, then what if it struck somewhere and did something even worse? And is spreading
Yeah,
it
what if
throughout
it
the
struck
land
the-
like a sickness, like an infection.
What if it
More-
struck the Crimson Steeps? If we keep walking, we're almost there. That may.
Almost
If we find
there.
another
We're on the other
stone.
side of the river. What are you talking about?
And I'm not going to argue. I don't like crossing rivers. You want to turn around and leave, I'm all for it. But
Well-
if we're investigating the source of this and we find another one of these shiny unknown stones over there, well, that's 2 checks on our box.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
The distance you have left to travel is about the amount of distance you've traveled so far from the Great Bazaar.
Oh, well.
You're about halfway. You're halfway there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem I have is that we have an army marching toward us, and then there's an army marching toward where we're going. So we need to find some sort of crossing along the river, short of the mountains, because we can't. And this doesn't seem to lead past the river or anything. So we'll have to find some other way around. Is more what I'm concerned about, because if we get, I mean, my envoy ship protects us to a point, but if warfare is breaking out, they're not going to care who we are, really. They're going to care that we're armed, you know.
They should care so long as we're not wearing the colors of one army or the other.
That's true.
None of us represent either one of these armies. If you want to get involved, I'm sure we could, but if we want to keep our heads down and walk, maybe they'll let us go through.
We did get by that one battle earlier.
Morgus,
Well, earlier, days ago.
Yes.
What are you trying to do with that roll?
Trying to glean as much as I can from the metal rod without touching it.
From the rock?
From the star metal or whatever.
From the star metal. Yeah, you can analyze it with your magic senses and, just visual inspection. You can definitely, you'll look at the creature, you'll look at where the thing was removed. You can see signs that the metal was sort of going into its body. You find like particles of it in sort of like a roots pattern almost. It was definitely getting in there. You've never seen something like this. It is powerful eldritch magic. It's space magic essentially. You sense astral magic coming out of this thing.
It's like I can sense Quackthulhu.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels something like that.
Yeah.
Quack. Why ducks? Why ducks?
Well, I get some seriously bad vibes from that fucking thing. So, I
Nope.
mean, do we want to take that with us, or do we want to leave it?
You got a pretty
See.
good roll. You sense that ever since it was removed from the creature, it is kind of dormant. It feels like it's waiting for something.
So maybe if it's not embedded in a brain, it's basically just harmless.
And you can sense that it's kind of changing.
Changing. I think I'd like to take this with me to further study it. Would anyone be opposed to that?
No, just be careful, and but I think we also definitely want to keep it at least until we get to the Crimson Steeps anyway.
Yeah. I take out two like arm bones from my bag and I just like hong it in to my and put it in a skull. I put it in a nice skull at the bottom of my bag. Safekeeping.
Arzar, I never
Right.
asked how it works, and sometimes the arcane is over my head. But the way that you store your gun into nothing,
Mm-hmm.
could you store anything to nothing like that, or just the gun?
It is a tattoo of war. It is meant its mark binds the weapon into a portion of my being.
Okay,
So it doesn't
I
work
was
for,
wondering if you had
other-
some sort of pocket dimension or something. All right, magic tattoos makes sense. Sure.
Hey, hey Morgus.
Yeah.
You should lick it.
Who's saying that to me?
Nuzglove.
Nuzglove, you I can trust you, right, bro?
Oh, totally. He looks at Demo and is like smiling real big, like, of course he can.
I wouldn't.
If I like you wouldn't, but would Morgus do it?
Oh no, Aaron.
What'll happen if I lick it?
Find the center of the Tootsie Pop.
How about this? I'll lick it if you lick it, or we lick it at the same time.
Don't lick the thing. Nobody licks the thing.
Nuzglove starts getting close to it.
I think
Look at the
Nuzglove
creature.
should lick it.
Look at the dead monster. Look at it. Don't lick the thing.
But what
You're
if we
gonna
had
have
one of those? What if our little Nuzglove was like one of those things? Wouldn't that be so much cooler?
Or he
Nuzglove,
might
like,
just
nods
try to
approval.
Or he might try to destroy us all with his newfound power because he's free.
And
of
then
the
we
shackles.
fucking kill his ass, and then it's done.
Yeah, Nuzglove's also
but it's not
agreeing with
like-
this train of thought. Like, yeah, you guys would just kill me. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not like we can't
Uh,
kill another one of those things. I'm just getting warmed up.
We really want to experiment with by jamming a corrupted piece of metal into things, namely my already a very corrupted little contract buddy.
Contract buddy. I like that.
Who's the contract buddy? Is that Nuzglove?
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
Are you gonna make Nuzglove touch it?
Don't touch it.
Nuzglove, he wants to touch it. Nuzglove does what he
I
wants.
know he wants to touch it. I know.
You can't tell if he wants to or not. He seems like he's apprehensive. He really wants to see what happens when someone else does it first.
Yeah, same. So I'm not gonna lick it. Morgus
That
doesn't-
works.
All right,
Nobody-
we'll lick it later, okay? And I put it back. I put it back in the skull.
Fair
Now,
enough.
let's table this. Let's table this till we get somewhere safer.
Hey, GM, would you say that was a good 5 minutes of us relaxing and chatting and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I think one of us who's really hurt should probably get some HP now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Is that
While
a door?
they're resting, can I take my time to unlock this door?
Yeah, sure. You can also. You guys haven't really searched anything in here. You can also do that.
I'll do
Yeah, I
that.
can search around. got
I don't
search
normally
skills.
prompt, but that's usually because players are so like gun ho about it.
5 con and level. That's how much you get.
Perception,
level.
searching, 18. That's pretty good, buddy. Yeah, you're able to find in the viscera left after Morgus cut his way out of the worm. You can see there's kind of like a sack, like a meat sack, and it seems to be full of. It's like a gallbladder, but for like, things that the worm couldn't digest. Cut it open.
Ew.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. He was wearing pants, and you check his pockets.
Thanks. Cool. And in his pockets is sort of a gallbladder, a fleshy, meaty gallbladder.
No, it's crossbow bolts. It's crossbow bolts.
He's got crossbow bolts in his pant pockets.
You find lots of bits of metal, melted swords,
yeah,
melted swords, and armor and whatnot spill out. You'll even see what was probably a decent crown at one point before it was completely destroyed by stomach acid.
Yo, dibs.
So it's a chunk of black metal, but you could tell that it used to be decent. And you'll also see a key.
Probably has nothing to do with this place. Probably some treasure chest on another mountain.
And it's attached to a map.
It's a map of an island somewhere.
I'm going to take the key attached to the map, and then I'm going to redraw the map to be this place, and we'll see if that works.
Okay.
And then, no one's ever tried that before. And then we'll go plug the key into the door, see what happens.
The key does fit, yeah. It is the key
Heck
to the
yeah.
safe. You just had to roll high enough, and you rolled really well on your search check, so yeah. You found the thing that was really... I mean, there's other stuff in here, but that was the thing that, if you found it, that's all you needed to find.
I'm also wearing the black melted metal dwarven crown now. That is dope as hell, so I've got that on.
Fair enough. It's more of a circlet now, but yeah.
I'm going to get it reforged later.
Oh, cool. That could be cool.
Mhm.
That could be cool.
Well, it needs to be warm first, because forging.
You open up this, it screeches open. And inside there is a bit of a trove in here.
Forgot to use the blade oil.
You can tell that some of the ground has been destroyed underneath the safe, and so some of the treasure has fallen God knows where. But there are some things in here. Who wants to look first?
Cedric, look again.
You don't have to roll. I just want to know who's up. You're all kind of
I'll
looking
walk.
through
I
what's
volunteer
here.
Cedric to look first.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk in first.
Shove.
Just to get it out of the way, yes, there's gold in here. You guys see a lot of gold, a good amount of gold. There's gold. So all of you find gold. We'll get to that later. But Cedric, you are drawn to. There's a statue, a life-size dwarven statue, and in one hand he has clutched a sword by the hilt.
Okay. I'll grab that. Is it... can I roll an arcane lore to see if I've ever heard of this? Is it a magic weapon or something?
Yeah, you can do that.
Arcane lore. I rolled a 14 arcane lore.
It glows when orcs are around.
It's just always blue because fucking because Hussar's here. It's always blue. You've heard of you haven't heard of the specific one, but you know of magic swords. It does appear to be one. You can tell by the fact that it's untarnished. It doesn't seem to have any dust on it. It seems pretty pristine. You can tell that you can remove it from this statue safely as well.
Looks like there's some old magic gear in here, enchanted stuff. Ancient things, treasure for sure. And I'll pick up the sword and swing, swing. Just kind of swipe it around as I walk out of the vault.
You'll take the sheath out of the thing. You'll unsheath it. It is a Gladys style sword, so it's like a short sword, but it's kind of broader, more dwarven like. It's a dwarven made sword. It has an interesting look to the metal. It almost looks like
Star metal.
granite. But you can tell it is absolutely metal, and there's something magical to it. You just don't know what. You're not sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, magic sword. For all like intents and purposes, right at the bat, +1. It's a +1 sword. But it does have other things it does, but you'll discover those as you use it. Who wants to look next?
I'll start looking around just, in the dark, and I'll nudge it around with my the back of my harpoon to sort through the gold and see if there's anything interesting for me in there.
Yeah, you are drawn to because like what you guys doing? You're searching through. There's a lot of like moldy tapestries, old parchment, that kind of stuff in here. There's also like there's some gold. There's just all kinds of stuff. A lot of it didn't hold up.
Too many cups, way too many bowls, and
way too many cups and bowls.
Like that.
Yeah. But you are drawn to the only piece of cloth that is not moldy, smelly, musty, and moth-eaten in here. It is a bright red cloak.
I'll kind of pick it up and kind of flirt it around a bit because I'm expecting something to fall out or for it to and then I'll move. I'll get a torch out and I'll kind of hold up the torch, like not like this, like to set it on fire, but like to see light and see if any patterns are in it.
The thread count is astounding. Yeah, it does seem that it's woven in a very particular way. You can kind of see a pattern to its weaving.
No etymology or writing?
No writing, but it does have a border in gold that's sort of like a repeating Celtic pattern sort of style. Just sort of that like straight lines and angles going all the way around. It's very dwarven.
That's weird. This found the one piece of clothing in here that isn't molded away.
Red brings out your eyes, too. It looks great on you.
I'm just gonna be poking around in there as well, in Harzar's wake.
I will always know where you are, even when it's dark. I'll always be looking at you. Always.
And then you're looking. You're able to. So what you find is kind of useful, Timo. You do find some plate mail that is intact. It is for a dwarf. You could probably wear some of it.
That sounds perfect. Yeah, I'm really excited about that, actually.
I know that it's kind of what you wanted. I was like, yeah, that could be here. That's totally cool. You find the only piece
totally,
of cloth without bird shit on it. Nice. That's funny. Morgus, for getting eaten earlier, you got booned.
Yeah, and I just said if I thanked that person, it would be like Stockholm syndrome because you had me eaten, and then you say, "Oh, you were so good at being. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you made me do that."
It's like straight up textbook abuse patterns.
You did a good job being eaten.
Trauma bonding. Let me find.
Also, me ended up actually like helping.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just plain cool. I enjoyed it. I never get to
Fucking awesome.
twirl people. So
you can do whatever you want.
This is heavy plate, but because you can't wear it, it is light plate because you can only wear some of it.
Sounds good. Yeah, I end up pretty much just pulling off. What I actually do is I kind of collect the whole thing, and then as we leave this place and there's downtime, I attach chunks that actually fit onto the armor I'm already wearing and effectively make it a light plate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much going to piecemeal it. All of you notice that Temo, like, she's starting to change in her appearance. Her horns seem longer. Her hair looks like it's been changing color, and her eyes are starting to just look different. Oh yeah, all of you level up. Ba-doom!
Oh,
Hell yeah.
we're
That is
5?
what I like.
Yeah, going to 5. Leveling to 5. All right. Isn't there one thing that we all get?
Gold.
There's a couple of things that we all get.
Oh, you mean for level.
We care about things more than gold, GM. Jeez.
Hey, you know, you guys do, and I appreciate that about you.
I know we all get a D6 health, and Mage Boy gets a D6 mana points also, but it's a D6 plus your con, and for him it's a D6 plus
D6.
willpower.
That's willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Those are for sure things that we get.
Yes, everybody D6 plus con. A stunt advancement, you begin play with access to all basic stunts, but you can learn new ones. So you can do stunt advancements, you get talent advancements.
Are we back at full health then if we level up?
5, 6.
Not quite, but I mean, you guys are going to rest, so you go ahead. While you're at it, you might as well. Let's see, this is level 5 for you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Alrighty, you guys all get an ability advancement, which you must spend on a secondary ability, so none of your primaries. You get a specialization talent advancement, so specifically for your specialization. You gain an ability focus chosen from a secondary ability, so no primary abilities. I don't think you guys get any other stuff.
Can you say all that stuff again one more time?
Yes. 1 second.
Well, it's also in the class thing too. So like we're
Right.
You get
Yeah, you get an ability advancement and a focus advancement, but they have to be for secondary abilities.
stuff without the check mark.
Other levels, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I got it.
And then you also get you advance your specialization talent. So you can either advance your specialization, so necromancer or tattoo guy or demon
Mark,
lady
yeah.
or whatever, or you can start new advancements. That's a thing. So you can.
Yeah, 'cause I think
we
with
get a talent. Do we get a talent and a specialization advancement at this level? One of each?
No, you get a specialization talent advancement specifically.
Yeah.
Specializations count as talents, I guess, and so you're advancing your specialization.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially when you get your when you get your normal talents, you can't advance your specialization. But when you're advancing your specialization, you can either get a new one or just get a regular talent if you really don't want to advance your specialization, or you max out the one you want and you're like, no, I don't want another one.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do-
I'm totally advancing mine because marked.
Oh yeah, those are gonna be
I think I'm
good.
gonna
This is gonna be a
pick
decent level for all of you. Yeah.
Higher Arcana.
I noticed in Fantasy Age, pretty much every level, like you get like some flavor. You know, like it's you don't have really too many dead levels, which is, you know.
Yeah, you never really have a dev level in Fantasy Age.
Yeah, I like it.
Fantasy Age 2 is better because then you're not constantly fretting about qualifying for a spec. For specialization, you already have it when you start. So
Second edition
like
Fantasy Age is the move. If you guys at home haven't tried second edition, it is better, like significantly so.
we learned a lot over the years. Dragon Age, Modern Age, Blue Rose.
Never did Blue Rose or Dragon Age. Done the other age
And,
games.
and then they're like, hey, let's. I look forward to seeing what they do with if they ever do a second ed modern, because I think that'd be neat. What the hell am I choosing?
I was already prepared for mine. My level was all pretty straightforward. I am more perceptive, and the Infernal Heritage has broadened my sense of empathy as well, as kind of a side effect. And now, now my weapons do cool stuff as a part of things, but I'll
yeah.
share that in roleplay, so you'll have to wait.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Exactly.
And you begin like right now after this fight you start changing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So something it would have happened almost the moment that I summoned that axe. If anyone were to be able to see, as I summoned, more of my fur changed from white to black, and that black fur kind of streaks through across what used to be white. And it was at that moment the horns twisted and elongated a little further, and overall Temo just looks a little less like a normal goat and something a little more demonic.
Nice. Now you're the goat from the witch, the black goat. Sick.
Kind of, a little bit.
It's a very definitive change of personage.
Wait, so I'm so sorry. How do I advance a secondary ability? What would I be advancing? One of the focuses I already have?
So no, so you know the things you have the things that are checkmarked, right, for your attributes. So like you probably have a
yes.
check mark for intelligence. So you get to increase the score of anything that doesn't have a check mark.
Oh, right,
So
right.
it's all-
Yeah, but just by one, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
It's one. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
This has been a while.
Brain. What did I freaking take?
Hmm.
Right. Ah, yes, I was taking acrobatics for next year.
Oh, Keanu doesn't have his check
That
marks,
armor, just to
Yeah,
confirm.
Go ahead.
Sorry, so the armor goes, in terms of quality, it goes leather mailed plate. This was a light plate as compared to a light mail.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty solid. It's pretty damn good armor.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you some disadvantages, but what are you gonna do?
I do move slower. Yeah, I do move quite a bit slower. It's like the main thing.
But you can soak like crazy.
Yes.
Don't look up what soaking is.
Don't look up what
You don't wanna
soaking
do
is.
it.
Don't look it up.
More boring.
I was waiting for like I figured Keanu was gonna say something like that, but
Well, you could have said it, coward.
Okay.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to come up.
Finished my level up as well. I picked up an extra 1 point in willpower. It's one of my off skills, and I picked up self-discipline in training. Willpower, self-discipline. I feel like for my character spending all the time in the dark alone and stuff, that he should have some self-discipline.
It's very good choices.
And then for my talent, I went with assassin, journeyman / expert, whatever they call it in this one. Which, if something is shadow marked, and I make a pinpoint attack, so it has to be both, then I add an extra d6 to the attack. Which makes my new attacks, if I'm doing all my stuff, a 4d6 plus 8 or a 4d6 plus 6, depending on the range.
Nice. That's very good. Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys are all building very, very well. Keanu, I went ahead and checked all your primaries.
Yeah.
So all the ones that aren't checked are your secondaries. So strength, fighting, dex, con.
No, I had it in the book. Like I was looking at the
Okay.
secondary.
And so yeah, you can pick. You can level up one of those attributes, and you get to pick a focus under one of those.
No, I just figured. Yeah, I'm adding 1 to Constitution, and adding tolerance, resisting toxins and other internal stress stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I need to look up like spells. I'm doing the journeyman fire magic, but I need to look up spells I'm adding.
You don't want to upgrade your specialization?
Isn't that necromancer?
Yeah.
I did. I'm already a journeyman necromancer. I could go to master, but I'd rather pick up more fire arcana right now. I mean, when's the next time we get?
Yeah, because sometimes you don't want to bother getting the master if you're.
The next
'Cause
time
the master's a cool thing.
The next
Yeah,
time
it
you
is
get a
cool, but-
specialization is
2 levels, because it's every other level.
it's every odd level. Yeah.
Totally fine. Yeah, I'd rather kind of evenly. So I need to look up one novice or one expert fire
But
spell.
every even level you get a regular talent. So just
gain the focused intelligence fire arcana.
Yeah,
so I have.
yeah.
Okay.
Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing entirely.
Keon, did you see what the master level necromancer thing did? That's nasty.
Give me 2 seconds.
was it
You
there?
regain mana and health when stuff dies.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Changing what I'm doing.
Straight up,
Give me a second.
a death sustains
Changing what
you.
I'm doing. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
When a living creature dies within 6 yards of you, you regain 1d6 health and 1d6 magic points. Furthermore,
That's
if a number of
awesome.
creatures with a combined health
What page?
equal to or greater than your maximum total die in this vicinity, you may use the ability to return to life if you've been killed. So,
page are you on?
if a bunch of stuff dies near your body, you come back.
That's so cool.
Isn't it still? I mean, are we already at the level that we should be? That like master makes sense. Are we already that fucking strong?
Yeah.
I guess it sounds.
It's just what Corbinian was talking about last time. You can build wide or you can build tall. And
Yeah.
if you're building tall, then yes. Sure.
What's the max level we're like building this campaign?
The max for phase is 20, so.
Yeah, max is 20. And last time
okay.
when you guys went through the whole campaign, you guys got to about level what, 10? Or no?
So wait,
Not even close, on like 6. Yeah.
so as a wizard, realistically, if we get to max level, I'm gonna have like so many different arcanas, right? That's kind of
That's yeah.
there's only so much you can do in one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll maybe. What page do you want to go into it? But what page for the
Necromancer's on 94.
94? That's where Death Arcana is.
No, that's where Necromancer
Oh, I see what
is.
you're saying.
Yeah. It's filthy. It's a filthy
It is
sword.
filthy. I thought it was going to be like you can do it like once per day or something, but it's just a thing that happens all the time.
For mastery.
All
right.
Master stuff.
Regaining
I guess
mana
I'll-
points like that is
That
crazy,
does help a
man.
lot. I guess I'll hold off on my fireplace stuff until next time, which is fine.
Oh, I have a good thing for Keon too. Keon, you're searching around in the vault as well. You sense magic, essentially. You sense quite a bit of magic. There is a just sort of sitting in like a little stand. There's a jewel, kind of floating, like it's one of those like floating, like rotating. It's just a small gem. It is. We'll make it. What kind of gem you want it to be, Ken? What gemstone?
Black tourmaline. Usually like black. It's for like good luck or some shit.
Okay, yeah, you'll pick up.
And it's actually protection.
It's what prediction?
Protection. It's
Good luck,
like a.
protection.
Yeah.
You're right. I have it. I should know, but I don't.
You will pick it up, and you can immediately sense that it is full of magic. Oh, I have to roll. Okay. So, this is what's called a mage's font. It can contain up to 20 MP, but when you find it, it only has a certain amount. If you're holding a font, you can draw upon it with an activate action. So you can use an action using the stone's magic points to fuel a spell rather than your own. Any excess over the amount contained in the font comes from your magic points as usual. A mage holding a mage's font can also infuse magic points into it with an activate action, refilling the font up to a maximum of 20. Using the mage's available MP, magic points infused into the font remain there until used.
Okay.
It is
So
holding...
I put in my own juice, and then when I rest, I get my juice back, but it doesn't get its juice back. It gets its juice from me.
Correct. And right now it has 11. So 11 out of 20.
11 juice.
And it's essentially a battery that you can use.
Font? Like F-O-N-T? Or something,
Yeah,
something more fun?
F-O-N-T. Yeah. Mage's font.
Cool.
Yeah, I was looking... I was trying to think of a good magic item for you, and
That's pretty
I
tight,
came
yeah.
upon that, and I was like, oh, that's like exactly what Keon wants right now.
I guess I'll put that in fucking Persona. Sound like an item tab. I'll put it somewhere. Put it in class. Hello?
What?
I'll put it in, yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at another
It
thing.
has 7?
It has 11. So yeah, it's a little magic battery for you. But as what you guys find, this is also a significant source of gold here, which you guys have not found this much before.
I imagine it's going to be a lot. It's going to be the larger table.
Yeah.
Like
I'm guessing.
hundreds, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's what I was imagining.
A worthy side quest.
Jesus.
Yeah, the boss fight. The boss fight was worth it.
I got two sixes on the 4 dice I rolled. So.
Nice.
Wow. Heck yeah.
I guess the standard is silver for everything. That's what you
Yeah.
spend everything. Yeah, gold's
Mhm.
actually a lot. So you guys have found. I'll just knock off a 0 and make it gold, so it's easier to carry. 160 gold.
Holy
Each?
heck, that's a lot of
It's a
money.
lot. 160 gold pieces.
Nice. So it's 40 each if we're to split it.
If you were to split it. Yeah.
How much?
40.
40 each on a fair
40
split.
gold.
It's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Next question:
Rich
Are we doing
bit.
a fair? Are we doing a fair split?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I see no reason not
Yeah.
to do a
It's
fair
enough
split.
to buy
Long as-
4 sets of light plate.
As long as nobody's arguing that they deserve more, then yeah, we're good with a 4-way split.
4-way split. It's a lot of money. Yeah, no, it's the most money you guys have ever had. So enjoy.
Like, I started with maybe 10 gold as a person of high standing.
Pretty-
This is 4 times what I started with.
Yeah. No, it feels
As a split.
it feels right. You guys overcame a lot getting here, and then you faced like what you guys thought was maybe certain death, and like kept going. So like, yeah, you guys get stuff.
What you gotta do.
It's cool.
Thanks, bud.
No, I like this one. This was a fun dungeon for me. But yeah, so you guys are all sitting here with your newfound gains money, with this festering corpse of this creature corrupted by this star metal. What are you all doing? Are you gonna rest here, or do you?
Yeah.
No.
What's
Yeah.
the what could come up that's worse than that?
Yeah, I'll argue
Like
for it. We've
3
already
of those. I don't know.
we've already mostly cleared this place out. We could close the door and sleep in the vault. It's safe enough.
Yeah, this is the metal's the only real strong sense of corruption I can sense anymore, so safe enough for me.
Yeah, someone would have to go way out of their way to find us in the first place, so.
Hey, you guys could just, yeah, you're right, you could sleep in the vault. Okay, what do you guys do anything of note during this sleep session?
The one thing that would probably be different between when we go to sleep and when we wake, but not to fast forward, but I would have a new tattoo that wasn't there
Nice.
before. I'm trying to figure out which tattoo that is at the moment.
So do they just manifest themselves on you, or is like thematically are you putting it on, like tattooing yourself?
Narratively, what I've been saying is that they mystically, it's like they were a quick flashback moment. The first tattoo was very obviously like tattooed on, and then other ones, it's when someone observed it, they were tapping away the patterns, and they said you will know when you need them. And then as time goes on, as I adventure, the magic manifests through and reveals what the shamans placed in me.
That's very cool.
Cool.
And actually, at this stage, now that I'm expert, my entire body looks naturally tougher and thicker, as if I've developed a natural hide of some kind.
You all caked up?
I have natural armor from the tattoos. The tattoos have hardened, which is usually a very bad thing, but in this case, it's a good thing.
Before we start the fire on this rest, I stop whoever busts out the flint and stone or whatever, and I just I say, wait. And I reach my hand, I grab a piece of wood, and the whole thing alights in flame. And I'm unfazed. My hand is in the fire, and it seems to have no effect on me whatsoever. As I pull back.
You're immune to fire.
At least that fire didn't seem to bother me at all. But better still, I can feel the warmth. I can feel like I could probably light anything on fire if I wanted it to be.
Is this normal among your, I don't know much about your particular band of mercenaries, but is this something that happens as you go forth, or?
The elves known there's something off about me. At least that's what they would talk when I would overhear them. And they didn't know I was listening. That's what they used to say about me. This is the only thing I can think of. It's certainly not normal. But it feels right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's funny.
Don't worry. I think it'll just help me do my job better. Just like this one.
Jeez, I just read what your ability does. Holy shit.
What ability?
Her new master level Hellfire ability.
Fuck yeah. So you're like a goat tiefling now?
Kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah. She is a tiefling, but she's a lot goat. She's very
holy hell! I just saw it too. Oh god.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good one. Jesus Christ. You guys just got really shiny. This is dope. Now I can just do whatever I want.
Well, I mean, let's not get crazy here.
No, I'm gonna get crazy.
The gem was like overkill. Can I give it my juice, by the way? I topped that bad boy off. Because we're about to rest, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you just gotta keep track of how much is in there.
Anything odd about the cloak? I'll spend part of the night, examining it and feeling it and stuff like that. Because I'm wondering why it's so pristine.
It makes you. It feels nice. It's very comfortable. There's definitely something you feel attention magic when you touch it. But what does it do? So all of you take your long rest. You regain all your hit points, all your magic, all that stuff. Your imp is pleased with you as you have demonized further.
Should I have to say pleased that way? No.
You'll catch him smirking at you like, nice. But yeah, so you'll rest. Nothing does bother you. You might hear some stuff moving about out there in the night, but when you open the vault doors, there's nothing there.
I'm going to commune in silence during the night. I'll find 2 small black rocks and look straight at them and then talk about freeing this kingdom and how it's, Stone and Shadow is safe now and ready to move in. And this could be a potential headquarters for my faction.
As you talk to the darkness, your shadow will leave.
Sick.
Kind of a visual
I think I'm gonna stay perched up, staring at Temo from like behind the corner, just kind of analyzing, like if her bone structure has changed. I'm like very suspicious, but also like really interested in what's going on.
Yeah. No, she's definitely changed a lot.
New skeleton. What's the skeleton looking like?
I think it's mostly the same skeleton, except maybe there's like you know what? Actually, you would
horns and
know
bones?
something really off. There's something like you notice there's like a couple bumps you can kind of notice in the fur where maybe there's like like those like ridges in your bones that you have like at the joints and things. They look a little more protruded, like they've been enlarged somehow, like maybe or
Like you have
you
calcium
notice
deposits.
you notice when I have my armor off through like the underclothing, like the spine sticks out in a kind of different way through the just like little things like that. The horns, of course, are longer and a little more twisted than before. Little things like that you do notice.
Can I ask Temo, how you are you feeling all right? How do you feel with your bones changing thus?
My bones?
Yeah, you're getting much more bumpy bones in your bone. I'd be saying more technical words.
Your tibia, yada yada yada.
Your fibia tibia minor.
I feel fine. I feel probably better than I should, if anything.
Yeah, hey man, her people have horns, you know? That's just what they look like. There's really no
I'm a big
reason
fan
to
of
try to-
horns.
There's no reason to try to make them self-conscious.
No, I
So
love
what?
horns. Bones on the outside. I love it.
Yeah.
I do feel different. I will say it's something changed today.
Is that normal for your people to keep growing horns so rapidly and have their eye colors change?
My eye colors changed as well. I don't think that's normal. No. This may be what those elders were referring to, and is probably the exact reason that I've been put on this assignment in the first place. At least if it got me away from them, but I'm not sure.
As you're saying this, Nuzgleb stands on your shoulder and holds his hands out and starts drawing symbols in the sky, and then you can see them, and he just starts speaking Infernal. Just like he's just doing that to like fuck with people. Just kind of like, yeah, everything's normal.
If you're worried about terrible urges to maim and slaughter, I'm not having any more than the usual.
I wasn't worried until you just said what you just said, so now I'm a little worried. But it's okay. I don't. I'll just so you know, I don't sleep, so I will stare at you all night.
He does sleep. I've been watching him.
But I sleep with my eyes open. He either sleeps with his eyes open or has eyes like painted on the tops of his eyes, so it's just angled at you all night.
I could just eat those pesky eyelids of yours if you want me to, but
No, it's fine. It'll just make him creepier.
But yeah, so you guys are experiencing all of this. What's your plan? Where are you headed from here?
Well, we have to. Okay, so
You have a couple of options.
what I'll do, I'll go up to the top again. I'll give a good look at the river and try to see if there's any sign of any fording spots or anything that looks like an easier or any sign of shallower water short of the mountains, so we can head north, so we can cross the river without getting all the way up to the range.
Yeah, there's some spots that are a little more narrow. You recall seeing that there were still some boats that were beached in that town that you went to that was destroyed. Maybe you could take a boat. Your other options are there's still more down here. You could continue. You're not sure how far the Dwarven Kingdom goes, but there is that big hole. You go look in there. But, you know, that's probably a terrible idea. But, yeah, those are your choices, pretty much. Or back to the game.
So I'll come back and kind of say, well, all right, so I really don't want to go up to that range. We're going to avoid it just to get away from the battle. So we might be better off going back to that village. Well, either we go through this Dwarven fortress some more, and maybe it connects up with other Dwarven places, and we can get across the river that way by going under it. Or we go back to the town and try to get a boat and go upriver that way. I'm more partial to going onto the boat myself, but I did spend a lot of time on ships and boats, so
Disease festers in the wake of war, so wherever the soldiers were going, perhaps we go the opposite direction and see where the disease is at its most fervent. I don't know what direction that is.
Northeast.
But I imagine it's one of them.
To go to the Crimson Seeps, yes, to the northeast.
Go to the heart of it.
Yeah. Well, that's just
whatever.
Go ahead.
Whatever has us less on a boat might be a little more palatable for some of us here.
Means more tunnel crawling.
That's fine.
Actually,
I love
Yeah,
tunnels.
I'm okay with that. Less boats and more tunnels is right up my alley.
you think these tunnels might link up north? Get us across, or rather, under the river?
I think they might. But, you know, there are things in these tunnels. It's been a long time since they've been cleared out.
I noticed. I look over at the big thing.
Yeah.
Now, you'll notice many, like, wet trails leaving that thing's body.
Like leaking out?
Not just, it looks like something dragged its way out of it. You see, like, several, like, blood trails coming from it. And then when you look, like, you can even see there's just, like, a torso slowly pulling itself away.
Torso of what?
Of an undead creature. Like a humanoid torso. Like, all of its undead legs are leaving. It's pretty gross.
I, with my newfound necromantic mastery, just as I feel that power surge through me, I walk up to that half torso and I just fucking herb stomp it and like re-kill it, and then I feel its power go into me. Just
Nuzzclub just flies right over to you and starts stomping on it too, and like, yeah.
Yeah, get him, yeah, get him, beat his ass, get him.
Then you guys start divvying up the teeth, and it's really uncomfortable for everybody.
Well, remember, he likes the flesh. The bones are for me. He can have a couple though. You can have a couple.
Teeth. I want some of these teeth.
You can have like 3 teeth.
5.
4 teeth.
Deal. And he's gonna fly away with his teeth. You can hear crunch, crunch. It's really gross. So, you guys are deciding. So, are you going down in the hole, or are you going through like the Dwarven Kingdom, kinda?
Well, I don't think we can really go down the hole. Like, I can walk down because of my tattoo, but I don't know how I get the rest of you down that way without ropes and pittons, which I don't think we have enough of to scale this.
I say we follow some more of these hollowed dwarven halls and see where they lead. It may just be a shortcut.
Sort of like following the road, like if we were topside.
Yeah, and if things get worse, we could always go up. and eventually we'll find ground.
Through the kingdom? Well, the ruin, but
You'll leave the throne room. You'll look to the north, and it does continue a bit. You'll head that way. You'll be going through the ruined dwarven city until you get to a gate. It is mostly closed, but you guys can kind of squeeze through. It is a gate that leads into the tunnels of the world. As we skipped our break today, because we started late, I think that's a good spot to end it there.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, I hope you guys had fun. Hope everyone enjoyed watching. Thank you for all the boons, dooms, and all that good stuff. I think I still have a Dungeon Master power-up waiting for me.
I actually didn't need to use my boons, surprisingly. I usually have to use them to save myself from some bullcrap roll.
You guys rolled pretty good today.
I only got one boon all night, and I used it immediately for damage, and it all worked out. You know, I did what I needed to do.
And he got two Game Master powers. Good.
I got 3.
Wow.
3.
As a sort of hint to what I'm thinking of, why I was going super quiet, is I'm looking. One of the marks I'm thinking of is getting Mark of Arcane, which gives me a novice ability, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to take. So I'll spend the week thinking about that.
Sick.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all of you got really cool stuff. All of you got some cool magic items. Everybody leveled up. It's exciting, and you guys are on kind of on like a new adventure almost through the tunnels here. So this is exciting. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here and participating. Thank you for watching. This has been Fantasy Age 2nd Edition from Green Ronin Publishing. Don't forget to use code Fresh Out the Box at checkout to get all the books that they have to offer and more. At a discounted price, help chain out, blah blah blah. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I have been the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Johannanan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. If you don't get enough me and Jahan, and you want more me and Jahan talking about movies, video games, streaming shows, I've just been living in Starfield for the past 2 weeks. So check out our podcast, Fresh Out the Podcast, available where all podcasts are available. Otherwise, stay tuned to Fresh Out the Box. Soon we have an Avatar by Magpie Games, Avatar role-playing game coming to the channel. We get to do cool elemental stuff. We're excited for that. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, follow us on Blue Sky. I'm Casualty CDG. It's been a good time. Thank you so much.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am doing some Fantasy Age 2 myself this coming Saturday at around 1:30 Eastern, where I do the Great Continental War of the Setting Sun, a Napoleonic historical fantasy sort of tale. And it's going well so far, so that's something to look to. I'm also doing on Mondays at 7:30 Eastern, 2D20 Fallout. As people go on the high seas and get into mighty trouble and steal stuff, and somehow they're the good guys. And 6:30 Tuesdays, I do Star Trek Adventures 2D20 Howlneck Station, where space aliens are trying to get away with illegal research. And more intense cases. So you can see that all here on Twitch under Corbinian. You can follow me also at ElectricBit CHSR on Twitter and see what I'm doing there.
Man, you got a hell of a lineup there, bud. That's dope, man.
Thank you.
Me though, relatively simple. You can just check out what I'm doing. Well, you can follow me online at Aaron Dippity Doo, or you can go to adventuresling.com and follow along on our progress with New Varden. It's been going really well. I just remade some character sheets from scratch, which I'm pretty proud of. They still need a couple edits, but they're looking really good. We got some fresh art getting cooked up. That's also looking really good. So yeah, it's coming along nice. Besides Neo Varden, we also do the Adventure Sling podcast. It's where we talk about, honestly, all kinds of different things relative to the TTRPG community, the experience, and the therapeutic benefits even sometimes. So check out that episodes there. Whatever podcatcher you like, you can find it. Or go to adventuresling.com. Otherwise, that's it. I'm Aaron. Thank you so much, everybody.
And I've been Keon. You can check out my music on Spotify, Apple Music, and everything else. Just spell my name right. It should be on the screen. And then I'm King Keon on Instagram. And I don't know if I'm going to go play Baldur's Gate 3, Mortal Kombat 1, or Dark Souls 2 right now. So
That's a great problem to have.
if
Simultaneously.
anyone wants to make a vote, I'd appreciate. But yeah, thank you for watching.
I vote Mortal Kombat. You gotta tell me how it is. Hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Stay fresh.
Get out of